Hey everybody, it's Patsy here, and I'm going to be reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your love bite for the time period between mid-January and mid-February 2018. So we're going to be using the Romance Angel Oracle cards. I lay out 10 cards. The first 5 are about you, and the second 5 would be about your lover, the person you're interested in, or something that you may need to know about the situation or about your love life. And then I've gotten 5 cards from the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck by Kim Dwyer, and we'll see if there's any information that we get regarding your love life from that. And then we'll be taking some cards from the Numerology Guidance Cards by Michelle Buchanan, and cards from the Angel Answers Oracle by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and then a card from the Until Today card by Liana Van Zandt. So, Happy New Year to you, Libra, and let's get started with your reading. First card that came up for you was Past Life Relationship. You have known each other before. Okay, so this is someone that you're involved with. Maybe you dated before, or you and that person knew each other in a previous life. Next card that came up was Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Okay, so I think this is telling me that you need to, be open and playful and flirtatious. Or maybe you need to go out more. Maybe you need to, if you haven't met this person yet, the person that this is speaking about, you may meet them while you're out, enjoying yourself, entertaining, but you have to, I think what it's saying is that you need to lighten up a little bit, Libra. The next card that came for you was Free Yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So perhaps you've been a little sullen these past few weeks, and I think maybe this is telling you that you need to lighten up. Next card that you've gotten here was the Finances and Career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe your money is what has you feeling a little down. Maybe you haven't been going out as much. Maybe you've been working hard, trying to make up for spending that went on in December. Or this just had to do with your job. This could have to do with your job, and it could have to do with maybe the person that you are interested in is someone that you've met at work, or someone that you work with. Could even be somebody that you meet at the bank. I don't know, that just came to me. The next card that came here was Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay, so you've met someone, you've made contact with someone, or you're about to meet someone, and they're telling you to let your hair down. They're telling you to relax and to let yourself be open to this relationship. This could be someone that you're meeting at work or through your work. And it could be that maybe you're a little down because your finances are holding you back. You're focused more on your work and on your money rather than relationships. Okay, so the next 5 cards, as I said, would be either about the person that you're interested in or just your love life in general. Things that you might need to look at. Okay, so the first card that came up here was Stay Optimistic About Your Love Life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. But this was in the reverse. So maybe you haven't been thinking positively. Maybe you're kind of frustrated or you're sad because maybe things didn't go well, haven't been going well for you lately in the romance department, right? And telling you that you need to get out of that mood. Next card that came up was very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. All right, but this was in the reverse also. So again, I think that you have kind of maybe given up on love, and you're focusing on your money and work. But this is blocking you from getting what it is that you want, because you aren't optimistic, you aren't visualizing the person that you want to come into your world, because your focus is elsewhere. So I think that this relationship that is going to come along is kind of going to sneak up on you and surprise you. I think that's what's going on here. Next card we got here for you was release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So this fell directly beneath the free yourself card. All right, so whatever went on with you and your ex is what is got you down, and you have to let go of that in order to open up your aura, clearing your energy so that you can be open to the person that is on their way. And it may take a while because the very soon card was in the reverse, so it may not be right away, but you have to, that's okay, because you need to free yourself and release your ex. You need to get that energy out of your system, even if you're broken up already, and maybe you're just going forward with your life and focusing on your work and your career. You know, maybe that person did something to interrupt your money flow. Maybe they messed with your bank account, your money. So that might be what has you worried. That might be what has you kind of closed off and not open to letting someone else come in. You haven't been having fun. That's what I'm getting, is you just been a little sullen. Next card that came up for you was separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So this may be talking about you releasing your ex, and that's going to give you the separation that is called for. The last card you got here was love yourself first. Okay? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. That fell directly under soulmate. All right? So, I think this is telling you that you need to, you know, have a more positive outlook about yourself, and to not be so sad, and to love yourself first, okay? Regardless of what happened with this partner and how wrong and how unfair it may have been, that the fact that you are being directed to release that ex and to separate from them is going to give you the opportunity to love yourself first, to focus more on yourself so that you can clear your energy and attract your soulmate in, Libra. Two other cards came in on the last spot here, and those cards were unrequited love and trust. Okay, unrequited love says there's not enough attraction or chemistry in. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And trust says the situation is calling for you to have faith. All right? And both of these cards were in reverse. So, this card is saying that you're not trusting, you're not having faith, we already know that you're not being optimistic. So again, you are just being Debbie Downer, right? Or Sam Slacker, and not trusting in the divine, and not trusting in yourself and your ability to attract someone to you, right? You don't have a good outlook about love or about yourself right now. And again, unrequited love was in the reverse. So if it's in the reverse, then that means that there is enough attraction. There is enough chemistry between you and this person to get this relationship going. So once you get hold of yourself and realize that your self-respect is what's the most important, start loving yourself. That soulmate is right there ready for you. Okay? And there will be chemistry, but you just have to learn how to trust God again. Okay? And trust yourself. Sometimes when we get in these relationships, especially if somebody went into your money, was messing with your accounts, or affected your work, it takes, not only does it break your heart in a romantic way, but it shakes the foundation, who you are. That you didn't have good judgment, or that you relaxed too much and allowed someone to have access to money, and that affects you and your family, things like that. So it shakes your foundation when someone steals from you, or if you give them responsibility to take care of bills and things like that, and they don't do it. And then stuff starts getting backed up, and you start getting behind, and you had trusted this person to do those things, and those things weren't being done. It will cause you to be down on yourself, and to focus on your money and your career, because you're trying to rebuild your nest egg, or get your finances in order, build back up your credit score, whatever that is. Get your credit worthiness back together. So that could be what is indicated about the finances and career, and your inability to trust. So maybe someone not only hurt you in a emotional sense, but maybe they hurt you in a financial sense also. And so you have been down on yourself, you've been down on life, and you have been focusing on your money. Okay, so from the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck, we've got Frolic, Forest Frolic Maiden. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy that she brings. Right, so this is about nostalgic feelings. This is about, again, playfulness, flirtation, being open, all right, and just trying to recapture your innocence, your youth, the time when you were having fun, and before you had to worry about bills and work and all of that other stuff. And this fell between your past life relationship and staying optimistic, which was in the reverse. Okay, so this could be saying that this person that's coming, or who you've met again, maybe someone you've known a long time. It could even be somebody you grew up with. Somebody that you knew back when you were optimistic about love. Next card that came here was the Moon Goddess. It says, I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy in all phases of life. But this was in the reverse. And that was between flirt, which was in the upright, and very soon, which was in the reverse. So I think this is saying that this is you've been, again, out of harmony with what's going on. A lot of the things that happen have affected you. All right. Um, Secrets have been revealed. I think that whatever it is that went on that was being held back from you, you were able to find out about it and caught it in time so that you'd be able to fix it. This is something that surprised you. You weren't expecting this from this person and in this relationship. You had no idea what was going on because you trusted them. Next card that came up here was Earth Angel. I'm a guardian of Mother Earth and protect all who live on her. And this came between free yourself and release your ex. Whatever went on here with this relationship, it affected your home, your family, your children, if you have kids, or your family members. This messed with your image of yourself and your ability to be responsible and to be a provider. Whatever went on here, this was something that kind of shook you because you weren't expecting this, and you've been beating up on yourself about it because you feel like you haven't been responsible, because that's who you are. But this is not your fault, and there's no reason for you to beat up on yourself. All of these things that have happened are lessons. There's something that you needed to learn from this experience. And so you learned something years ago. This is going to upset somebody, and I really don't even care. But I was watching Oprah, and she was talking about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, yes, horrible person, rapist, whatever y'all want to say. Moving on. He had given her some really good advice, and that is why she credited him for her being where she is today. And it was, don't let anybody else sign your checks. You know, you have assistants, they can write out your checks for you, but let them bring you your checks so you can see and sign so you know where your money is going. Don't let anybody else have the ability to be the signatory on your checking account. That is a very important thing to remember. So whether you're, you got a little bit of money or a whole lot of money, you see all the checks. Make sure you see everything. Make sure you watch your bank statements. As much as you may love a person, they just may not know what they're doing. It may not be anything nefarious, but they could mess you up and cause you big problems. So that just came in my mind for me to say. Somebody needed to hear that, and we all need to hear that. In business, the Bible says, in business you must be as men. So that means that you have to be focused, that you need to speak up, and that you need to be watching what's going on. All right, you have to take a stand, and be in control. Even if you're busy and you got 1,000 other things to do, if this is a situation where let's say the one partner works and the other partner works, but part of their work that they do at home is to be in charge of paying the bills. That's good. That releases a lot of strain off of one partner. But it's up to you that if this is the way you're going to do it, you still need to know what's being done. Okay? So even if you're not the one that's signing the checks and all of that, at least you need to see the statements at the end of the month to reconcile where the money, where the money came in from and where the money went out to. So even if you're not the one who is sitting down and writing the checks every month to pay all the bills, you need to make sure that you schedule some time, at least once a month. If not once a month, then maybe every quarter, that you look over things and make sure that you know what you're doing, what you're paying for, where's this going, where's that going. I'm not telling you to be like, a miser or anything like that. I mean, if your partner wants to treat themselves or treat the kids or you, fine. But you need to make sure that any money that is being spent for the family or things that you've agreed on, and not that someone is mismanaging the money, or that they're even, squirreling away money that you have no idea because they have a plan B that you are not aware of. Next card that came up for you here was movement meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. But this was in the reverse. And this fell between finances and career and separation. So I think, again, you have not been getting out enough. Okay? You have been worrying about your money and your job and everything that's going on, and you become sad and you becoming a little bit of a recluse. And I think what it's saying is that you need to get out and party. You need to get out and move your body. You need to get out in nature. All right? You don't need to let this situation, which is temporary situation, no matter how bad it might feel right now, and I know when money is a worryation and, you lose sleep over it and the whole 9 yards, but you have to try to get hold of yourself, and you have to try to make yourself happy, or at least give yourself a break, just if you can't afford to go out and party right now, fine. Then turn on the music at home. Hopefully the electricity is still running. Put on the radio in the car. All right, sing, dance, move, get out and let yourself be seen. All right, because remember, that past life relationship could be coming towards you. This could also be talking about the person that did this, the person that you trusted, was someone that you'd known a long time. And that's what makes you feel so bad, is because this was someone who you had confidence in, and they mismanaged the money. If this is your spouse, it didn't have. It could have just been a mistake. It could have just been carelessness. It doesn't have to be anything nefarious again, but it could be saying that the person that you've been with is the one that hurt you like this, or hurt your finances, and it's really got you upset, and that's reasonable and understandable. But this too shall pass. This is not going to be forever. All right, you're going to be able to come through this, and one of the ways that you're going to be able to do this is to start to let your hair down. Find your happiness where you can. All right, move your body, dance. If you can't do that, exercise, play, give yourself a chance to just throw away those burdens and cares, just even if it's for an hour, okay, or for a day, and give yourself a chance to breathe. Give yourself a chance to separate yourself, okay, from the worries about your finances and career. So you need a vacation. You need a break. And of course, if your finances aren't good, maybe you can't afford to go away, but you could have a staycation. Maybe you just need to take a few days off, all right, and play with your kids, or go out and relax. Call some friends over, have a rent party. That, hey, if it's like that, maybe it's not a rent party if you have a house, but you know this the idea. Everybody comes, you fry some chicken, you serve some Kool-Aid and put on the record player, the radio, the DVD, the CDs, whatever it is, and charge everybody an entrance fee. That's how they used to do it back in the day. Didn't have the money for the rent. Everybody comes over. You have a rent party, and then you raise that money. Okay? You don't believe me? Ask your mothers and your aunts and your older relatives that grew up in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s. They know about rent parties, and that's a way for you to get everybody as a community to help you replenish that money to put towards the bills. You call it any kind of party. Don't advertise it. Don't put out posters and stuff like that, because this is not really legal, I don't think, for you to do this, to charge to have parties. But this is what we do, right? So invite folks over. You can tell them they bring your own brown bag, and you charge them $10 or $5, and they can you get them some food to eat, or some beer, or some something to drink, or whatever, and they'll know that they're coming to help you. It's not like it's going to be a surprise to them that this is what this is for, but this is a way that you can maybe get a handle on this. You might have to do it more than once, a couple of months in a row or something like that, or just more often. But hey, it also gives you a chance to meet people, and gives you a chance to open your home, get some more energy going, have a few laughs. It makes you feel a little better. All right, just be careful who you let in. Make sure that you know everybody, but it's a way to skin the cat, right? The next card that came up for you from the Conscious Angel Oracles was Embrace Change. I move easily and confidently through the changes in my life. But this came in the reverse for you also. And I think this is because you are very, very upset and shaken with what has happened, especially the part about your finances, Libra. Because you like balance and you like justice. And when your money is off, then you are not balanced. And you might think that this is an injustice. And it is, because if you've been out working and doing your part, and somebody's been skimming off the top or not doing the books correctly and causing you to be behind and things like that, yeah, you feel like you have been done wrong, like an injustice has happened to you. All right? And of course, you're not going to embrace that change, because it's crap, right? Somebody's messed up your whole system. But we need you to get out of that, okay? As I said, this too will pass. All right, let's see if the numerology guidance cards by Michelle Buchanan have anything else that we can add to this reading. Some guidance about the situation for you. Okay, this is a new deck that we opened up last month. Spiritual career, 78. This is a way for you to make money. Okay? I think that's what it's telling you here, Libra. Spiritual career may be an avenue that you can use to make money. Just like you're watching me here on YouTube or other readers on YouTube, this is a way to make money. It doesn't happen right away. It's slow. But some people, they start doing it, and it turns out really profitable right away. Others, it takes longer to build the channel. All right. Now, if you have income from other sources, it's no big deal. But this is a way that you could possibly supplement it by, if not doing it on YouTube and that kind of stuff. If you have these gifts, if you can read cards, or you are clairvoyant, or you know, any of those kind of gifts, that's an avenue to make money. That's a way for you to garner some income for yourself. And you don't have to do it forever, but this may be the catalyst to you doing it at all. Maybe this was God's way of getting your attention so that you would tap into your spiritual gifts. And then you'd get this reading from this lady on YouTube who would tell you that you need to maybe look into a spiritual career. All things work together for the good. Remember that. You may look back on this and say, oh yeah, right? So let's see what this is talking about. This card indicates an opportunity to embark upon a career in the mind, body, spirit arena. This could be a full or part-time venture. It's entirely up to you. If you already know that you have the credentials to begin this work now, you may already have the credentials to begin this work now, or you may require further study before you're ready to start. Whatever your situation, this card is confirmation that you have genuine talents and abilities that need to be put to good use. You can decide to work as a clairvoyant, a life coach, a homeopath, a healer, or see clients from your home, or try your hand at being a card reader, a numerologist, or astrologer at your local mind, body, spirit fair. You may choose to be a writer of inspirational books or blogs, or conduct workshops in the community. Regardless of what you do, have a big or small the scheme, you can turn it into a career with the potential for success. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are leading you to embark upon a spiritual career. Only you know what and when the time is right, but no matter what, you must believe you will succeed. Remove the limiting beliefs that are preventing you from moving forward. Release your anxieties and trust in the divine. When you focus on being of service rather than your worries, your doubts, and fears, the universe will send you opportunities to serve. The affirmation is, I serve the greater good and I am given all that I need. Amen and ashe. As I was sitting here thinking, we use, as far as reading and trying to make some money, at one point, I had a friend that was, she needed some money, and I had just started doing readings. I had just bought my home. So this is about 20 years ago. And what we did is it's called a tea party. And so we let our friends know, of people we knew, that we were going to be doing readings. So she had people that she was reading in one room in my house, and I had people that I was reading in another room, and then my Babalawo was reading other people in the other room. And all of the money that we made, we put it together and, gave her most of it, and then he and I kept a little bit of whatever just to cover the expenses. And I invited friends over, and they came over throughout the day. They were watching television and movies and had tea and muffins and cookies for them, and they were just having a good old time, kikiing and carrying on out in the living room. And she was in one of the bedrooms, and I was in one of the bedrooms, and he was in the kitchen or whatever. And we were all, we would read them, and as they came and they would pay and they would hang out and leave, and then other ones would come in, and it was an all-day thing. And I think we actually did it for the weekend. And it was really fun, and a lot of people came, and it turned out really well. That's another way that you can make money. So if you have any gifts like that, if you're an artist, there's all kind of little pop-up shops that people do these days. There are many talents and many ways that you can find that are legal or not too illegal, not a federal crime, to make some money, all right? And a spiritual career may be something that you might want to look into, all right? You don't have to do it on YouTube. People have been reading cards for centuries for people. They do it out of their home. They do it on their days off. They do it, over the telephone even, things like that. So that might be something that you might want to think about, okay? Maybe they need a pianist or someone, a musician at the local churches or at the senior citizen centers, things like that. Maybe you can bring entertainment to them, in a spiritual way. You could, sing, teach the seniors to sing gospel or spiritual hymns and things like that, or play the piano or organ at the local church. You could even give lessons. You could even give lessons on how to do readings out of your home and charge people for that. And that's a way of bringing in income. There's all kinds of ways that you can use your spiritual gifts in order to generate income. And I'm not just talking about making, money jars and spells and baths and things like that, even though you could do that too and sell it to people, okay? But you can use those talents that you have to generate income. And you may find that once you start it, that you become so comfortable with it, your business picks up and you get gratification from it. And it's something that you might want to do. And sometimes these little part-time jobs like this through the internet and, personal services for people turn into something permanent and blow up bigger than you ever would have imagined. But you don't know until you find out, until you put the effort forward to find out. And sometimes in order for us to get off our butts and do what the Creator has for us to do, the work that we're supposed to do, they got to take us through some things that shake our foundation. And this could have been one of those things for you, dear. Okay, so from the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, let's see if we can get some more guidance for Libra for this upcoming month, either with this situation or something else that we need to know. All right, something we need to look for, maybe some time frames. The situation will improve. Ashe. Very, very nice. All right, so don't worry. This is going to get better. All right, let's see what that says in the book. Okay, the situation will improve. Very good. All righty. Your angels want you to know that they are aware that things look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time, and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you. But the effort you put forth will be worth it, and things are going to get better. Now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or ailing relationships. There is still hope for the future. Take heart. Continue to work towards a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. So maybe you could forgive this person. Don't put them in charge of your finances no more. But, again, this is all things work together for the good. And this person was, maybe this incident happened to get you to focus on your spiritual career. Okay? And so if their error or crookedness brought you to the place that you could be of service to the rest of the community, and you could be doing the service for God that God wants you to do, and maybe after a while you don't have to be so mad at them because their behavior resulted in something good for you, right? Okay. Let's see if we can get something from the Iana Van Zandt Until Today deck that will give us further affirmations or some confirmation or direction on what we should do in regards to the situation that's affecting your love life and your finances and career. All right, and I want to thank everybody for their sharing and subscribing and liking the videos. I appreciate it so much. You guys are just fabulous, you know. And for the few little bit of haters out there, there's 1,000 people out here doing videos. And these people, including myself, we do this for free. We do this, we're producing this product, we're doing these videos, we're uploading it. This takes time and it takes energy, and we have other things going on in our lives. And some days you have a bad day, and most days you don't. But you come across a video and you don't agree with it, or it doesn't resonate with you, click on to the next video. No need to leave nasty remarks in somebody's comments and things like that. I don't understand how people do that. I've heard other readers saying that they have to block people from their channel and stuff like that. Like, really? What is that about? So if you think that you can do better, be our guest. Well, just as a matter, click, 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 and there you are on it. You can do it on the desk, on the floor, from the bathroom, in the bed, whatever you want to do, however you want to present yourself. There's no need for you to be snarking at people who are trying to just deliver messages or to brighten up other people's lives and days with, a kind word. If you ain't got nothing good to say, best to say nothing, right? If it isn't helpful, kind, and necessary, or true. All four of those, true, kind, necessary, or helpful, there's no need for it to even be said. All right. The card that you got, I accept and acknowledge the truth. All right. Until today, you may have engaged in self-destructive behavior to avoid acknowledging the truth. You are a chosen one. Just for today, activate the truth in your consciousness. Accept the fact that you are important. So again, maybe all of this havoc was reaped in order for you to finally step up to the plate, do the work that the divine has you to do, to recognize your spiritual gifts, and to be able to do good things in the community and in the world, in the family, and just be someone who God can use to help his people. Okay? So, I think this was a really good reading. All right? And I hope that I'll be hearing from you very, very shortly. All right? Comment, share, like, send me emails, let me know, if this resonated with you. Tell me what's happening. If you don't want to share it with everybody in the comments section, you can always write me an email. If you want a personal reading, you can send the email to me also at pbtarot7@gmail.com. But like I said, if you just want to share your experience and you don't want to put it in the comments, feel free to send me an email and let me know. Okay, I look forward. I enjoy reading your comments, the vast majority of them. And some people, their comments are going to get deleted because it's not helpful, it's not necessary, and it's not nice. If you don't agree with what I say, or you don't like the reading, if it didn't resonate with you, okay, well, it doesn't have to. It's a general reading, but some of the remarks are unnecessary, right? Like I said, I've only got like 2 or 3, really, over the time I've been doing this since the summer. But I've seen some really unnecessary stuff said on people's channels. There are people out here that are trying to learn, and they're very upfront and saying that this is, something that they're not familiar with. And instead of people being encouraging, They want to sit there and be critical. Really? But not having much to do. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. And I will be seeing everybody in the beginning of February for your general reading. Okay? And as usual, Ashe, Alafia, and peace.